Oh yeah!
Hello, everyone.
I'm pumped. What is going on? Sorry, I was too excited. I couldn't wait the full 30 seconds. I just bailed out. 5 seconds left. I'm like, we gotta go, y'all. How you guys doing?
I'm good. I'm so ready for this. Episode 1 was a blast, and now I get to do this again with you guys. Yes, Collectors Club is in the house.
Yes, I'm super excited. Episode 2, let's go.
Yeah.
What did you guys? Let's catch everybody up. Like what we've been doing now. If you guys, I know Mike, you got your. I'm with you now. I got the Regal Club card.
Yes,
so hopefully
Regal Pass, buddy.
So, what did you guys see in the theater?
Yeah, so I saw Renfield and Mafia Mama. Actually, both are really similar. That sounds super weird to say, but they're both over-the-top bloody action. They're way more gory than you're going to expect. Like Mafia Mama, I was gagging at. Like some scenes are super gross in it.
Really?
Like blood goriness. Like it's super gross. But both are really fun. Both are very comedic. For Renfield, Nick Cage is amazing in the movie. It reminded me of Vampire's Kiss, so I liked it. And Awkwafina is the standout. She's awesome in the movie. So, and then Toni Collette and Mafia Mama as the Godfather. You can't do better than that. So yeah, both were actually really fun. I had a good time with them.
Now, did you also see Mario Brothers? I went and saw that with the fam. So that was.
I saw that last weekend. I was pretty disappointed. It was not the movie for me. Yeah, I couldn't do when the Peaches song came out. I'm like, okay, time for a bathroom break. I'm like, time for a restroom break. I'm good.
Peaches. Come on, that was so good. I'm like, Oscar nomination, it better win. I'm all.
Everybody say that, and I'm like, no, just no.
If you can capture,
like people saw this over Shazam 2. What is wrong with the world?
Tim, did you see it?
No, I saw 0 movies in the theaters. Lots of stuff at home. But my next one, Friday, I'm seeing Evil Dead Rise. That's all that matters. Evil Dead Rise, I'm pumped.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, okay, look, that's fantastic. I have something that I want to share. This is one of our new collectors that wanted to share a video. You guys know her, you love her, and her mama's a member. Give it up for Sue.
Hey there, Collectors Club. So you guys want to know what I collect besides physical media. Well, these days, pretty much that is it. However, a few years ago, before I really got serious about collecting physical media, I was very much into Converse sneakers as well as Coach handbags. Now, I cannot show you the sneakers or the handbags because pretty much all of them are packed away in my storage facility. However, as we all know, Coach handbags, you have to have a matching wallet. And the wallets I can show you. Here's the proof of how addicted I was to Coach handbags. Here are all of my wallets. Can you believe that? That is insane. So in the long run, going from Coach handbags to physical media is actually saving me money.
I loved that. That was awesome.
Right?
Oh, yeah, that was great. I can relate to that because Amazing Anna got a lot of those purses, so I understand.
Yeah, you got to match them. Well, now that we've learned that, have you guys any good recent pickups you wanted to share with our fans? As collectors, I bet you guys picked up a couple of things or two. A lot of sales. In fact, I still have things that haven't even come in yet. Tim, what'd you get?
So pickups was the first thing I want to show for pickup. I'm so ecstatic with this thing. Look at this book for whoever is film noir fans. This book is amazing. On a future episode, I'm definitely going to show more of my movie books. But this thing is just filled with portraits and photography, some never seen before. And this is from some of the biggest film noir movies out there. So very, very cool. I love this book. I love stuff like this. So that's the main, not movie. And then I got lots of movies, but let's see Mike's first.
All right, my movie pickup. So I did participate in the Kino Lorber sale. I'm not going to show all of them. I got a whole stream planned for that. But one of them, finally, I got Spaceballs, which is a great 80s spoof comedy. This movie is hilarious. The Schwartz, like, it's super fun. Pizza the Hut.
Schwartz.
Yeah, that's a great movie. Super fun. And then, of course, we had to get the Flashdance Steelbook, another very 80s title. But it was actually my first time watching this one. Yeah, Tim, I knew you had this one too.
Yes.
This movie's really good. I didn't expect it to be that good, but the dancing is awesome in the movie. Really great.
And that soundtrack, chef's kiss.
Perfect.
So
and then another 80s title, I picked up Carrie. Finally, I picked up the Steelbook. It's been on sale forever, but I love the artwork. Super shiny. So great movie. Now I feel like I've seen so many Carrie movies. I've seen like 3 different ones. How many times did they remake that one? I've seen at least 3 now.
Yeah, I know. For movie pickup wise, though, I don't know if you guys saw my post on this. This thing is amazing.
Look at that.
One of the coolest steelbooks I've ever seen. That's a great idea on that thing. Love that. I got 2 Cool Hand Lukes because it's a badass movie, and I had to get the UK steelbook too because why not? Haunting of Laura, Julia, or Laura, whatever. First time watch, I didn't see that yet, so blind buy. You and Me because I love my old shit. And 12 Angry Men, because this movie is amazing. And this was a great 4K.
And I heard they have the remake in that one as well, right?
Yes, it's on the special features disc. The special features are kind of lackluster. It's basically just all ports from the DVD. But they're good special features. They're just very old.
And Tim, I nearly throw my back out trying to lift these things because of you, but there it is. I got the Ad Nauseum book. This is a birthday present my wife got me because of Tim letting me know about this. It's all these the newspaper ads from back in the day when there was newspapers. I love that kind of stuff. I was a weird kid. I actually cut these out as a kid and put them on the back of my door once upon a time, and I even held on to them for a very short time until I tossed them. Now I wish I had never tossed them. And on the last one of the last streams we did together, we did a Hitchcock thing. So I picked up that Hitchcock, and we sold out Amazon, y'all. We did. I think it was me, Janice, and KB, Candace. We went and grabbed the last 3. It's kind of hilarious.
I know. I should have put in an Amazon affiliate link for that one. Who knew?
I know, right? And then also, of course, with the sales that were going on. Oh, by the way, so again, because of Hitch, I picked this one up from Walmart. It came with a slip too. Did not expect that. But so there's 3 more Hitches. And then Sue's recommendation, I got Romeo and Michelle. That was an Amazon thing.
That's a fun one.
And then these are the ones I got from the Warner Archive.
Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. That will be so much fun.
It looks great. I cannot wait. And Doc Hollywood, got to get more of my Michael J. Fox. Looker. It's a fantastic film. And Drunken Master 2 with Jackie Chan. So that's
is the Warner Brothers sale still going on or no?
No, it's over.
They run that pretty short. It runs only for like a week, if that.
Yeah, really short. You gotta just jump with those guys. All right. Let's see. So I want to move into our next segment, guys. If you want, probably talk about collectibles. You guys interested in doing collectibles?
I love me some collectibles.
Yeah, that's what we're here.
I'm sorry. Time out. I want to go to the collectibles really bad. I really do. But you know what? We also tease something to our audience. I just can't hold it in, guys. We talked about the Club After Dark, or the After Dark Club, or it's a unique club, is what I'm saying. And I think it's time to sort of let the audience know what that is. Shall we, guys?
Absolutely.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, and we'll come to you very shortly, right after this. Everyone that's there will tune in. We see a lot of the fantastic people in the comments right now, and you're tuning in, which is beautiful. We'll check in with you right after this. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Club Rat. y'all?
What's up?
What's going on, everybody? Brad, what's up, y'all?
Oh man, I'm so happy you guys are here.
We're clubbing tonight.
What's up, dudes?
Oh, not much. You guys are here straight from Panic Fest. Mel driving 5 hours to get to this stream.
It's true. That's exactly what happened. We made it work over here.
I'm a rager.
You said with
Breaking the
the coolest,
internet
calmest
with this.
voice ever. Guys, tell us about your trip, man. We saw a little snippet this morning. We're gonna let you tease it so that people haven't seen it yet. Tease it. Let them go to your channel.
Yeah, so we just had a great weekend at Panic Fest. I live in Kansas City, so the rest of the pack was kind enough to come down and visit me, and we spent 3 days watching movies and hanging out and being rad.
We just ratted up, Casey.
Yeah, it was a great time. Yeah, it was a great time.
I wanted to ask you guys about that. So I wasn't sure exactly what kind of thing Panic Fest was because you said you watched a lot of movies.
Yeah.
So I felt like it wasn't necessarily like a convention with a dealer's floor and all that kind of stuff because you were just watching movies. So
Yeah, it's
describe.
Yeah, it's a horror film festival. This year was the 11th annual Panic Fest. So these are movies that haven't been released yet. These are all movies that have yet maybe to find a distribution, or they will be released very soon. So we saw a couple movies. One that I'm sure we'll end up maybe talking about that will be premiering on Tubi that we all really liked, called Bury the Bride. We saw the new Evil Dead movie a week early. We saw an amazing screening of From Beyond with the Queen herself, Barbara Crampton. We met Scout Taylor Compton. Thank you, Mel, for that. So it's just an amazing film festival where filmmakers, fans, producers, directors are all mingling about. And it's just a group of like-minded people watching movies and having a good old time in Kansas City. Kansas City, here we come.
That sounds so amazing. I was in your guys' chat for the stream today, and I had a blast. It was just fun hearing three friends talk about the amazing weekend they had together. That was awesome. And I'm super jealous because I wish I was there.
Next time.
It was fun.
Next time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's every year, so guys, come down next year.
Yeah, it was really cool to meet everybody in person. And like, as you guys saw in the thing, KB was there because he's local as well. So it was super cool to kind of hang out with him. And, you know, he was awesome to have around too, because, you know, it's just basically anything we wanted, he got it. He's like, I told him, I was like, you're basically like the Rat Pack manager at the point because he treated us so good over there. Yeah.
And what's fun is I finally got to see literally just how tall KB was. I'm like, oh, that dude is tall.
He's very tall.
He is.
Especially
And
next
by
to
the
me,
way-
who's very short.
And by the way, y'all, how did you get in here, by the way? You know, this is an exclusive club.
Well, I mean,
And
we had a membership card.
Yeah, you said you had to have a membership card.
Don't ask us how we got it. We just got it. We know people.
All right. Yeah, we just like everybody's got their digital, like these guys are with. Welcome to the club, y'all. Welcome to the club.
We are all inclusive. We welcome people,
All
unlike
inclusive,
some
oh,
other
yeah.
Hell
clubs
yeah.
out there.
In fact, as we're welcoming you into the club, let's check it out. Look, Binbuster at the top of the game here.
Dude.
I can barely see what I'm doing with these glasses on. So Adrian, James, and Bob's here. I was promised tonight to be crazy and special. Well, welcome to the crazy special. Tiana's here. Hey, everyone. Loving that.
Hey, girl.
Here, we're just going to kind of pop through here. Part 2. That's right, man. What's up, Tony? I'm Ken's here. If you guys aren't streaming for 6 hours, you ain't doing it right. Or we're doing it completely right. You know what I'm saying? Look, if you know what you're doing, you can get in and out in 2 hours, you know? Plus, we all got to work tomorrow. Let's see. Hey, Nick's here. Welcome. Little Hall of Famer right there.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
Mama Blu-ray, our first, inductee, that we voted on to get into the club.
She's the best of all of us.
She
Yeah,
is. The Mitch
100%.
is here. Want to be rad. What's going on, man? What's up, dudes? Whenever you be here. First there, now here.
That's before he broke onto the stream.
Corey, dude, Mizzy, I'm just going to pop here. Caveman. Laren. Who else we got? Dude loves movies. What's up, C?
What's up? Dude,
Roundhouse Kick It. Look, come on. We got 38 watching, 21 likes. Come on. We got the Rad Pack in here. We're theming it up. Look,
Get those likes up.
you need to be
Pump up
breaking
those
that
numbers,
button.
people.
Just break that button right now. Tony's Movies and More is here. It says hug Tim and Mike. Guess what? Now you got to add 3 more to that. All right, just a bunch of Hayes highs. Just gonna roll down like a Hall & Oates is here. The Miz. You're amazing. Anna is here. Hello. Oh man, I do love bags. Have to match my outfit with my bags. Not much wallets. So, Mike, have you ever had to buy her a bunch of wallets?
Not wallets, but
Bags.
plenty of bags, and those bags do get pricey. So, like movie collecting, definitely way cheaper.
Yeah. Hey, Tim, here's a question for you. Tim, how was that 12 Angry Men 4K? He has the Criterion, but he's doing big.
It's very good. The Criterion Blu-ray is also very good. So I wouldn't say it's like a smash out of the park, run out and buy it, but it is definitely an improvement. It's good.
Nice. Look at Bob. Oh, snap. There you go. You okay, Bob? You all right? Look. Oh, here. My God, it's the pack. Look,
We're everywhere.
all you got to do is make friends, talk nice, get good friends. It's all good. Oh, there we go. So my wife is over at her friend's Deborah's. They're watching from a big screen. Awesome.
Aw.
See, even when the wife's not here, she's still tuning in. That's the kind of like fans we all have.
it's awesome.
All right, y'all. Let's get back to our day together. We were gonna roll into our next thing, which is collectibles. So we figured you guys. I realized it was a movie thing you went to, but if there's any sort of collectible, I know Garrett, you're not at home, but if you want to talk about something that you love in your collection, I know you all have things that you love that besides movies. So this is your chance to sort of, showcase something that's not necessarily movies. People, if they're just tuning in, say they're tuning in my channel, they're seeing you for the first time.
Yeah,
Let's start with Mel. Ladies first. Rad ladies first.
Oh, okay.
Rad dudes first.
I can see better.
Hey Mel, you
Mel's
got those books? You got those?
Mel's gonna
books
go like,
to show?
I like light bulbs, and they're
I know. I'm like, I like microphone. No. I didn't like grab anything, but
Yeah, you don't
I
need
have
to.
I have a couple comic books that I collect comic books, so I have a couple of comic books that I'm really excited to have that are old. And so I have a bunch of the Evil Ernie comic books, which are super old and I love them. And I have a bunch of the Tank Girl comic books that are old and I love them too. I'm really a big fan of that movie as well. So those are some of the things that I have in my collection that are worth some money and I really love them.
I massively respect that. So I like comics. I was so deep into them. Like I was actually spending more on comics than movies
Mhm.
for a little bit. I stopped that. I mainly just buy the trade paperbacks now, but comics are a blast to collect and they're not, the movies do great. The comic sales themselves don't do as well. They need more love. So I respect that you
Yeah,
buy.
well, and they're like hella cheap too. Like you can buy a comic, but like the new comic books for like $2, but the turnaround is kind of crazy. So Something's Killing the Children is a new comic book series that's coming out right now, but because they're making a TV series of it, the comic books are worth like an insane amount of money right now. And like just to get those first ones, you have to pay hundreds of dollars for them. It's insane.
Yeah, a lot of people will speculate and buy a bunch of stuff hoping it becomes movies or television shows so that they can just flip them.
Exactly. I did a stream with Turner Fan. I don't know if you guys know him, but we talked all about
Yeah.
comics and I showed off a bunch of the stuff that I have in my collection. If you guys are interested to check that out, it was actually a super fun stream. I think we're going to collab and do some more in the future just on comic book stuff.
Yeah. He's a great guy. I did a comic stream with him also. Yeah, comics need more love. So that's awesome.
Yeah. It was super fun.
Yeah, I was a huge collector in the 80s. That's when I started jamming on them. And then I had to
That was a good time.
good times, man. And look at this, y'all, because it's exploding with joy. Tiana, mwah!
Oh,
That was
girl.
Thank you.
$13.99. You are amazing. And look, right after that, we got a little, I wear my sunglasses
at night.
I can't take it away, Garrett. We're nailing it, aren't we?
My debut record is coming out soon.
I'm
I
buying it.
can't wait for
I'm
that.
buying it day one.
Heck
Keep
yeah.
on mixing. Oh, by the way, Tiana, this is for you, girlfriend. Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
everybody gets the Carlton. So, what about you, rad boys? You guys comic book dudes at all? Did you go down that path? Ever?
I never did. I never did collect comics. What about you, Garrett?
I did a little bit as a kid, and then there was some I bought, many, many years ago, like when they did a Friday the 13th run, I grabbed all the first editions. They did like a Lost Boys run. I grabbed those, but no, not too much. I'm more into I'm a big poster guy outside of movies and stuff like that. And I know Big Tim up there is as well. We've
Yes.
talked about it a lot. So, not only original movie posters, because as you see, like on my background of my videos and stuff, I'm always switching them out. But also the screen prints and stuff like that. Big into all that stuff. So if you think about Mondo or, Hero Complex Gallery or Bottleneck Gallery or anything like that, like there's always those companies that have all these alternate, movie poster arts and stuff. And I really got heavily into that, which was not really something I ever wanted to get into. And I got one, and then I just went down a rabbit hole where I started joining commissions and stuff like that. Yeah. It's super fun, but for me, it's just hard because there's only so much space, and then you end up swapping things out all the time. And then storage is a little bit hard because they're just so big. And, going from buying a poster for $70 to a couple $100 a piece, it's a little bit different of a game that you're playing now with that kind of stuff when it comes to collecting. But I do love them, especially for some of the stuff that are coming out. Like people are killing it with the artwork.
Oh God, yeah. And one of the coolest things is, it's not disrespect to physical media, but a good chunk of the stuff we buy does go down in price. That's just the nature of it. Most of the screen print posters go up in value, like a good chunk of them. So I never feel like I'm throwing money away, even though I never sold one. I love the artwork. I know that I could sell all my posters for more money than my entire movie collection, realistically. So it's nice knowing that there's some type of backfall to that. And I love the artwork. And HCG actually put up mystery tubes this weekend. We picked one up. I don't know if you guys knew. I love mystery tubes. Throw $70 at them. They'll throw 3 or 4 random prints in there, and I've hit pretty good on them.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, no, I've never done the mystery prints. I'm always skeptical with any mystery anything when I don't know what I'm going to get. We were talking about that this weekend too, because they had these little cards. If you watched our stream earlier, I showed you. They're pretty cool. They're almost like they're cards, and they had the person's name and it said Barbara Crampton, but then they left like a little area where like if you met her, she could sign it. It's kind of a cool, different piece to get autographed. And the thing was, they had probably like 6 in the set. And I really only wanted the Barbara Crampton one, and they had them in mystery VHS tape. So you basically could buy the mystery tape for $20, but you didn't know which one you were going to get in there. So I was like, I don't know if I want to do that, because what am I going to do? Buy 5 of them if I don't get her and try to get. But KB ended up hooking me up with the card, so I ended up getting it signed. So again, another props for him for finding me that card.
I will highly say though, if you ever run across with Bottleneck Gallery, if you could get their mystery tubes. They sell out quick, but they're super high quality. I got the one time the original Nightmare on Elm Street artwork by Matthew Peak. You know how Bottleneck?
Oh yeah.
I got that, and it was signed by Heather Langenkamp at the bottom.
Oh, sweet.
That's so funny. Yeah, I have that print actually. I bought it, but I mean, when it first came out, signed by Heather and the artist and all that stuff.
And I got it in a mystery tube.
Yeah, that's sick, man. Like that's a great thing right there. Like to be able to get that. And like you said, the thing about posters is they don't really devalue. As soon as they sell out, it's like the value goes really high for those things, because I have sold some because, I'm only using like almost like a binder that they go in. So there's only so many pages. So sometimes if it gets full, I'm like, let me try to see if I can get rid of some instead of buying a new binder. And I've done that, and I've been able to sell quite a bit of posters for more or less more than I paid for them. So definitely good value. Good investment, I should say.
Mike, do you have any posters? I know you probably collect comics because you.
Oh yeah. I got plenty of posters. I mean, not like fancy ones. They're like the Walmart $5-10 ones. If I see something I like, I'll pick it up. But yeah, they take up so much space. It's like I ran out of wall space to hang them. So that's when I stopped getting posters. I'm like, I can't have the space for them. So
Yeah, Garrett, when I saw your basement, I was like so jealous. I have literally a skinny piece of wall because I don't have 4 walls here. I have 2 behind me and to the left, and the rest is an open space in front of me. So my Rocky poster hangs there. That's all I can fit. That's it. So
yeah, it's tough, and especially with space, because I'm sure Tim knows is like you have options, right? Like I was big, like I need to display the posters. That's what I want to do. I mean, I could easily remove them all and add more shelves for movies and stuff like that, but it's tough because you have to kind of, like you said, you have to make those decisions on what's going to be more priority. And I had to kind of get away with some of the movies and, you know, to get those posters up there. But
yeah,
And
exactly.
look,
I hit a point now where
Tim, check it out. We just want to say thanks to Film Addiction with a $4.99 set. What's up? Thank you so much. Little round of applause. Nicely done. Thank
I
you.
hit that point of needing to balance all my collections. I can't have movies overtake statues and posters. So
all right, let's get to so we have a section that we do right now. It's called the collectibles, since we're talking about collectibles, and so we want to spotlight something from these 2 guys here. So Mike, let's go ahead and start with you, sir. Tell us about a collectible you want to spotlight tonight.
All right, so I'm feeling very popular tonight, so I will show a lot of Funko Pops. So these are all of 80s movies. So we got little E.T. with candy. He has like his little Reese's Pieces there, so that's fun. Let's see, we got some horror movie action with Freddy Krueger. Gotta have a little bit of that. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, very nice. Let's see, another great movie from the 80s. We got Who Framed Roger Rabbit. There we go, look at Roger Rabbit. Let's see. Oh, I know Tim will like this one. Tim, you might have this one. Do you have this one, Ash?
not that variant.
Oh, you don't have the Chase with the chainsaw with the blood on his face? Ooh, yeah, that's the Chase one right there. All right, let's see. We got Rocky Balboa from a second Rocky movie with the little chicken. I think that's the second one anyway, but there we go. Let's see. Ooh, oh yeah, these are awesome. These ones I like. Okay, we got the alien from They Live.
Oh, hell
Nice.
yeah.
Look at that with the newspaper and all that. But I actually got a better one of the alien, of course, because you got to have the Chase variant. So you got to have the black and white edition. Yes. All right. And then, the big one. Got to have Back to the Future. So we got little Marty in the time machine.
That's cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I like that.
There we go. So those are all my pops for today.
That's awesome.
Very,
Yep.
very
Back to the
cool.
Future.
For the 80s.
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
All right, Tim. Let's see what kind of 80s goodies. And see, by the way, so you know, we were inspired by the Rad Pack being here. That we thought we're going to 80s theme it for the Rad Pack.
Yes.
That's how we roll. So here we go.
Oh, I'm going to go with vinyl records because that's also another big hobby of mine. I'll show you a couple of the records themselves. I'm not going to pull them all out, but we got Tales from the Dark Side. Fun movie, cool soundtrack. Next one is super out of print, goes for good money, and it's like glow in the dark. See that? You can see it kind of.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Really, really cool. This is a great Mondo vinyl. Like I said, it goes for
Gizmo.
pretty good money now. Ghostbusters 2, which this is actually a pretty badass looking record. Look at that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like I said, vinyl is a very addictive hobby. Very addictive. We got Chopping Mall. This just got a repress. I paid a lot more for this than the repress prices, but love the Chopping Mall. This just got a repress. Can't go wrong with the score to The Thing. That's from Waxwork. I know a bunch of people picked this up. Killer Clowns.
Oh, I got that bad boy.
Yeah, such a fun score.
God,
Really
look
cool
at that.
release.
Mm-hmm.
We've got
That's gorgeous.
original Ghostbusters with some colored splatter. That's cool.
Nice.
You know, I gotta support Ghostbusters here. Jeez, this is a really cool looking vinyl for an awesome movie that you know,
Oh, love
Barbara
that.
Crampton would have been awesome to have on here. If only I was at Panic Fest and had it with me. But look at that.
That's a beautiful record. I got that one too. I love that that colored vinyl.
Yes, got The Running Man. Look at
That's
that.
cool.
I love that movie.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite Arnold movie. We've got RoboCop,
Oh,
which look at that, so cool. And we've got 2 left. We've got Rad, because why would I not pull Rad with a Rad tag here? I mean, duh, it's a given. And last one, Explorers, because Jerry Goldsmith is one of the best composers out there. So,
Really
yeah,
cool.
a bunch of vinyl.
Man, that's awesome.
That's sick.
All right, so for my 80s, I'm leaning into an 80s icon. I'm sure a few of you will love this lady. In 1981, she made a splash and has not left us since. So it's just, I'm going to go piece to piece, and I'm going to start with my autograph from Cassandra Peters. Elvira, got to meet her. And it's funny because I was working on an Elvis documentary, and Cassandra came in and worked on the documentary. So when I got up to ask her to sign this, I whispered to her, like, hey, you know that documentary you worked on? They got sued because they used too much Elvis stuff. So you're never going to see it. She's like, oh my God. She totally broke character. It was so delightful. I love her. So every Halloween, this comes out and hangs on my wall.
That's awesome.
And then I just kept going. So we have a few pops here. There's one in the nice chair. Love that. And then my niece, well, here, they're sitting on top of it. So I just got this, and look at that. Look at this neck of bad. Right? I mean, that is so dang cool. Just
I was going to say, there was a small line of those that she actually signed, too, for that figure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got this at WonderCon. So super excited about that. And here's a variant from Mike. You might remember this is the Pops. What was it? Yeah. I forget what this line was called, but
I forgot what they're called too, but I have like one of them.
Like, yeah, so it's going for a nice little penny right now. And then here's one that my niece sent me, which is the diamond edition where she's wearing the sparkly red dress. Let's try to get the shine out. There you go. So yeah, I'm just a huge Elvira fan. I also have her giant coffee table book, but look, Tim, you're probably like me. It's like I'm a stickler for that book looking nice, and I got 2 in a row where like either the outer leaf was bent or something was torn, like a little page, like 5-6 pages in a row had a tear. So I've sent both books back. So I am in the process of getting another version of that because she's just the greatest. I love Elvira.
Those books are cheap, so you got to get a good one.
No, it's like a $45 book, so I want it looking good. And it was wrapped. Like it was shrink wrapped. And when I opened it, the pages were ripped. So I love when something gets wrapped broken. You know? Yeah,
that's a bummer.
It's like, no. So what about you guys down there? So let's talk about something like anything from the 80s that stands out for you that you have.
You know, I was just thumbing through this, and I was trying to think. I have a pretty big Boglins collection. That's kind of something that I'm kind of obsessed with that I started getting into after I didn't have a lot of my Boglins left, and I don't have any in front of me, unfortunately. But when they reintroduced them, I started going crazy and buying all of the Boglins that were coming out. And I don't know if you guys have been following the re-release of the Boglins, but they've done so many variants, like aliens and like bat creatures and dark ones and all these really, really cool ones. So I'm kind of a Boglin nerd. But another thing I love to collect from the 80s, which I have one right here that I was just thumbing through. I love collecting the back issues of Fangoria. I have lofty goals and dreams of eventually having a complete collection. I don't know if that's going to happen. They've been rising in price lately, which is kind of a bummer. It's cool that they're popular and people are reading them again, but I love flipping through these, looking at the old ads in them and reading about movies that are classics now that hadn't even been released. Like this is the Ticks cover. And in this, they're talking about, I love that movie. In this, they have some people saying, oh, I just saw the new Peter Jackson movie, Dead Alive, that's getting ready to come out. And I just love taking a dive into the past and kind of looking at things that are considered classics now. And people talking about it before they even were released into the world, and then became classics. And it's just cool. You know, I was looking at a convention ad in here from I can't remember the year. It was like 1987, and you're seeing Linnea Quigley in there making appearances, and she's still doing that 30 years later. And it's really crazy. So I'm big on that. I love the Fangos. I collect so many things it's kind of hard to keep track of, but I have a ton of Fangos, and one of these days I'll have a full collection. One of these days.
That's great, man.
Have you guys noticed magazines are kind of making their own little renaissance? It's pretty cool. Magazines were
Yeah.
dying out, and now there's a lot of little indie niche magazines now, and I dig that.
Yeah.
I didn't want them to die out.
Yeah.
Now,
Just
Gary,
another thing,
you have a huge collection. What's one of your '80s faves? You have some
Um,
Freddie. You got that tongue phone.
I get
Right?
the tongue phone. I've got a lot of cool things from the '80s. I was able to keep a lot of my stuff. Like I'm going back to more like toys and stuff like that, and action figures. Like I mean, I have like a Teddy Ruxpin in the box still.
Oh, that's cool.
I do have like that talking Freddy. Got a lot of my Ghostbusters stuff still. Like I mean, I have a lot of like what I grew up with, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of what I grew up with. I see all that stuff now, and there was like a big purge when I was in high school. My mom decided she was just going to start throwing things away, and
no.
or when I got Nintendo 64, it was like I had no money, but I wanted games, so I went to the store and I'm like, well, I'm just going to trade in like every Nintendo game and the systems that I had, and I looked to get like Super Mario 64, and I gave away like my whole NES collection to basically get like one game back then. And you look at it now, and I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? But as like a 14-year-old that needed money or whatever to get new games, it was like the only way I could do it. But yeah, so when it comes to the 80s stuff, I have a lot, but a lot of it's either stuff I picked up recently that's either re-released or a lot of the stuff that I had growing up.
Awesome.
That's
Mel,
awesome.
how about you? Any little
Well,
80s nugget? And this
I
one-
just got this guy in.
What is? Oh, here. Let's take a look.
So I have all of the Killer Clowns pops. So when they released Rudy, I had to have him. So I pre-ordered this like last year, and I just got him in the last week or so. So this is Rudy.
I love those big box ones. Yeah.
Yeah, when I ordered him, I didn't know he was going to come in a big box. It's plastic, like hard plastic. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish it was a little box one, so it went with my other ones that I have. But I mean, it's super cool. He has like his little gun.
Is that all sold out?
You know what? I don't know. It was a Walmart exclusive, I think. So I mean, you can check the website, but yeah. So I just got him, so I'm really excited to have just still a complete Killer Clowns collection because that's I love that movie.
If that's like the record ones, they release music ones too. They have little hanging things in the back too. You could actually hang them on a wall.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably never open him, to be honest.
I'm out
Justin,
of box
are
on
you-
everything.
Justin, are
Yeah.
you adding to cart right now?
I want that thing bad. That's what I'm thinking, man. If that's not sold out, I'm definitely gonna
We'll
get
get
that.
something tonight. I think.
There's been so many times when I do streams like this and somebody's holding stuff up and I end up buying stuff that I didn't know existed until like that stream that I end up
Like
buying
this?
it. You're costing me money
We
now.
all ended up buying this. from
Yeah,
our
the Garbage Pail Kids thing. Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's so
This
cool.
is R.L. Stein's Garbage Pail Kids book.
Yeah,
That's too cool.
We literally bought this, I did
During the stream, yeah.
we had.
The
Streams
Collectors Club is dangerous though, because like the Collectors Club is dangerous when you show all this stuff. Because even me, like I have Funkos, but I don't have a ton of them. And when Mike was showing like the Roger Rabbit, I'm like, oh man, I want that. Like it's like you're starting to get FOMO on all these other things that you kind of didn't want to keep collecting, but you guys are dangerous over here.
very dangerous. Well, everyone is chatting in the comments, which is great. So we're gonna let everybody kind of keep their conversations going there. We're gonna keep it going out here, and we're gonna move to our next topic. Unless anybody else, anything else from the '80s, any collectibles you guys want to talk about? Waltz, you're here. No, Tim, Mike.
Nothing
All
I have
right.
near me or anything. So we're good.
All right, so I painstakingly created this graphic. Coming up, the next segment is known as the Cinematic Attic. So check this bad boy out.
Sick.
That is
Hold
cool.
on. There you go. So yeah, needless hours spent making this graphic. Just kept on making it. I'm like,
It's actually
"No."
a cool space.
I'm like, there's not enough shit in this attic. It needs more.
I could spend a lot of time in there.
I'm like, it needs more.
Yeah,
movie
no kidding.
cams, needs a Batman standee in the corner. I mean, it had to look full enough for me to be happy. Anyway, so that's like the graphic I created for this segment. So what this is, y'all, is so we each mentioned a movie in our last Collectors Club that we were just sort of like wanted to familiarize people with. Like maybe it slipped through the cracks to a lot of people, and then sort of unbeknownst to ourselves, like some of us didn't see each other's movies. We don't tell each other what the movies are. So so we watched each other's movies. So we're gonna talk about that first. Tim, you want to take point on that? Like which one did you watch? Both Mortal Kombat and which we had.
I watched both of yours. I didn't get around to rewatching Arlington Road, but I did watch Mortal Kombat again. I got that 2-movie Steelbook collection. It was more fun than I remembered it being. I think because I don't have the Mortal Kombat nostalgia, it didn't hit the same. I'm horrible at fighting games. I'm terrible at them. So Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, none of that stuff I'm so bad. I'm a button masher. But it was more fun than I remember. And Ed Wood, first time watch, dude, this is really good. Like Martin Landau is so good.
Yeah, that was my recommendation for these
and this would pop in 4K. Holy crap!
Right?
Yes, thanks for the recommendation. Got this pretty cheap. Yeah, I dug this a lot. Martin Landau. Did I read he won an Academy Award for it?
Yeah, he won the Academy Award.
Yeah,
yep.
I mean,
how great was he? Pull the string, pull the string.
I like when have him fight the octopus. That the octopus doesn't move, so he just tuffling around in the water with the octopus.
Yeah,
it's good. I liked it a lot.
That scene was phenomenal. I don't know if have you guys seen it on the bottom row?
I bought that like in the last couple months, but I haven't watched it yet.
Justin, did you guys see it?
Is that Ed Wood? You said right?
Ed Wood? Oh yeah,
I've never seen that.
I've seen Ed Wood, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. Probably since it came out on DVD.
Man, that scene when Martin Landau is with the octopus, he goes, "Where's the remote? It doesn't work, Bella. You're just gonna have to ride around like it's attacking you." And he just goes more. He's like, at the top of his lungs, he's screaming, and it's just like that was perfect.
Like, roll sound. We don't have sound.
Yeah. Mike, did you see it?
Oh yeah, Ed Wood is awesome. I picked up the Blu-ray. It might be my favorite Johnny Depp performance now. He's like so confident with his directing. Like he thinks he's the best director of all time. He's just going for it. So I love it. It's a dark comedy. It's super entertaining. I didn't know it was about the director that did the Plan 9 from Outer Space. So when that came up, I'm like, oh, it's based on that director. Okay. I've never seen that movie though, that Plan 9 one. So now I'm kind of curious to check it out to see how well it matches up. But yeah, Ed Wood was super fun. Yeah, and cheap Blu-ray, really good. Yeah.
Did you get a chance to see Arlington Road?
Oh yes, the movie that confused me, Tim. You always give me those tough movies. Oh my god, I had to take like a 2-hour nap after that sucker. Oh my god, I still don't know what happened. I like have to watch it 3 more times. It's like a psychological thriller. I don't know. It still hurts my brain. Jeff Bridges is really good in the movie. I'm still trying to piece together the end. I still don't get the ending. But
that's one I've never seen. Is it like mind bending, kind of like tricks and twists and turns and stuff?
Yeah, there's twists and turns. Yeah,
a lot.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we'll definitely try not to do the spoiler because Tim, you just said, oh, it's about he thinks Tim is this, and that's all I'm gonna say. And all I can say is, man, that ending, it is not a Hollywood ending.
No, it's not.
It's not a Hollywood ending. And I was kind of blown away by the balls that film had to stick to that story. It was quite good. I am very thankful you recommended that one because it was a good watch. It was a good watch. I had to, it is hard to find. It was not on streaming anywhere. The only way you could see it is you had to buy the 7-day trial for Starz. Yep. So I did that and then canceled it right after watching the movie. Because if you don't do it, you'll forget. It's like $12.99 got charged to my account next month. I'm
I put the reminder in my calendar, so I'm just doing the trial for the whole week and watching like Ash vs. Evil Dead on there. So
yeah, I love
I'm
that.
like, why not?
I got the box set, so I don't need to watch that. So yeah, you guys should check it out. So let's go ahead and recommend something to our friends here with us, below us, and out there. Mike, let's start with you. What movie do you want to recommend? And is it 80s themed?
Yeah, see, I feel like you guys have seen all the 80s movies, so I don't know what to recommend. So I'll try to throw one or two by you. Have you guys all seen She's Having a Baby from John Hughes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Everybody?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay,
I've
well,
seen.
Mel, there you go from
No.
my little John Hughes collection. Watch She's Having a Baby. Awesome, like romantic comedy of a newlywed couple. You get a Kevin Bacon in there, right? Some Kevin Bacon action.
Oh yeah.
There you
Everything's
go.
better with bacon.
All right. So, what about I'm sure the Rad Pack's seen this, but Huck and Tim, have you seen the New Kids?
Oh my God! I was just thinking of the New Kids just 2 seconds ago.
Okay,
yeah.
so Huck and Tim, this is your homework then.
Yeah.
The New Kids. There you go. This is what
Great.
you get to enjoy. But yeah, it's a fun movie. It's much more darker than I expected because
It
it's like
is, yeah.
you don't think it's gonna be like a hard R, but it's pretty intense. It's definitely like a horror movie in there. So
I had,
Really?
never seen, I had never seen that movie until I picked up that edition. It's a little more wild than I had expected. It's,
yeah,
it's good.
it gets violent in there. Definitely
Yeah.
does. You know?
Mel,
That-
have you seen it, Mel?
I haven't seen it yet.
That's James Spader in there.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's
See that cover
have
again?
it. Can you
Let's see
still
that
get it
cover.
with the slip
I did. I just picked it up recently. So
from Amazon?
yeah. Hmm.
Let's see the cover again.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
the
it's not like-
retro VHS covers, I think I've gotten all of them from Amazon and they've all came with the slip cover. So I don't think I've ever had an issue with Amazon on these ones.
You
Nice.
know where you don't get all the slip covers? Deep discount. Those sons of bitches.
I heard you
So,
talking about that.
Like, yeah. So on their website, they had a page that advertised VHS retro slipcovers, and they had a dedicated 2 pages showing those off. Like, come here, they're on sale, they're $7.99 each, and one of them came with a slipcover.
So what's
All
the
the rest was
point?
just the movie. And it took days, like terrible customer service, to get through to them to say, hey, I mean, I don't want you to refund me if you can guarantee you can resend the movie. And she goes, yeah, I can't guarantee that. So you want to refund? Like, couldn't give 2 S's about getting me. I'm like, yes, I want a refund. And it took like 2 weeks to get the refund.
Yeah, see, that's
stick
why I
out some.
always go through Amazon. Like, Amazon's very good at returning. Yeah, half the stuff you get's going to be destroyed, so you might have to return it 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
But they will return it.
Yeah, they'll let you return it, so that's always nice.
All right. Tim, what you got?
All right, so now I feel bad that my recommendation is not a fun one, but it's a 1988 movie that
Yeah.
if you want
Nice
super
start.
serious, hey, not all movies are fun. But this is a pretty heavy movie dealing on PTSD. John Lithgow's character comes back from Vietnam. He is royally screwed up and living in the mountains, just living off the land. And he's estranged from his son, who is played by Ralph Macchio. And it's a tough watch. It deals with PTSD pretty well. It's if you're ready for something heavy, give this a shot. But great performances, really engaged me the entire time. But again, you need to be in that mood. But it's excellent if you are in the mood.
I've never heard of that one.
I've never seen that or heard of it.
You're a big Ralph
Me
Macchio.
I know. That's why when he said that, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's like this is the imprint. I don't think we have a Blu-ray here, but we have DVD here. But the
Tim,
imprint is
Tim, what are you doing? Now I got to get a new trial.
Hey,
Damn it, Tim. I told you your homework was to go online and see if we can stream it. Son of a.
imprint. Hey, you can strip this easily.
And
imprint
you're
is
leading off
region
with,
free.
it's a real hard watch.
Hey,
Yeah, no shit.
I got to pay for it. And it's a real hard watch.
hey, good movies. It's
No one's
rewarding.
watching that.
You know what?
No one's
If it's got Ralph Macchio in it, it's coming to my collection. There's no question about it. So I'll buy it.
Sometimes
All
you
right.
need.
If I
Alright,
can
you
find
got, you
it,
got
I'll watch
one
it.
buyer.
Well, here,
I
so
got
somebody's to pick up the mood here. We got Dude Who Loves Movies giving us a $5 deal. Nice of Justin to be Garrett's ride home from his eye doctor's appointment. Those glasses. Also digging the Winnie Peppercorn glasses, Justin.
I'm spilling drinks in the club, man. I'm spilling drinks in the club.
Someone's a little tipsy over here.
Getting
Club
tipsy,
Rad over
guys.
there.
It's getting crazy over here with my sparkling water.
Look at that. So
Hold
Garrett,
one out for the homie.
slap those shades on again, Garrett. I want to check them out.
What's up?
Slap those shades on again. All right. So if anybody else talk about your 80s theme, who else has seen the miniseries V?
Oh, I love
Look at
V.
that.
Love V.
I've never
You look
seen
like-
V.
Look, your buddy there looks like he's from V.
I love that movie, man.
The Visitors,
Love-
man. They got those
Oh
glasses.
yeah, of course. The
Love
face
it.
is gonna come off. You see the lizard over there.
All right. Well, sorry, I'm not going to depress you with my.
Oh my
pick.
God.
It's a little bit more uplift. Okay, hang on. So you really got to be in the mood for this one. It's about two people in love. They kind of have to fight through a few things, parent, dad. Oh, fuck it. Here we go. Look, it's Say Anything, y'all.
Oh yeah.
I'm going Say Anything. John Cusack, he's my dude. Ione Skye came out in 89, so it just fits in that 80s thing. Look, remember, everybody knows this. It's got the part where he holds up the boom box, and it's like, not in your eyes. Yeah, in your eyes, right? Peter Gabriel song. It's such a, like, he's even holding it right there. But anyway, so I love this movie. You guys have probably all seen it, but in case you haven't, and there's people out there who haven't seen Say Anything, it's a real feel-good movie. Watch this after you see Tim's movie.
This might get me kicked out of the Rat Pack, but I've never seen that.
No, that's the whole point. Is we recommend things, and if you haven't seen them, we're happy that you get to now experience it.
Yeah, I can't believe I've never seen that. It was cool. John Cusack was actually, it was a year or two ago. He was touring, and he was touring and showing that movie and doing a Q&A, showing Say Anything, and then doing a Q&A afterwards. I wasn't able to make it, but I thought that was cool that he was actually touring with the movie. I've never seen an actor do that before.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
What year was that?
that was just a couple years ago.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So, Mike and Huck, by the way, if it's too difficult, I'm sending you the $4 digitally. I don't care the mood you're in. You're going to watch this damn movie and you're going to tell me what you think. So,
Pop some popcorn, Mike.
Yep. I'll have the Red Bulls ready. Mhm.
So you see how it's going to be. Like Tim will always have the really thought-provoking one, and Mike and I'll have these balance it out.
Nice.
I know, Tim. You always pick the titles I have to pay attention to. Like Arlington Road. I'm like, wait, okay, I gotta piece this together.
yeah.
I gotta really focus into this one. You cannot play it as a background movie. No, you gotta sit there and literally take some notes. It's intense.
Take
Okay?
some notes. I got my clipboard out. Hold on now. Tim Robbins did what?
You can do that with a double feature with Memento and have a real
gosh.
fun
Right?
night.
I love Memento. That's such a good one.
All right. Now, before we go any further, I'm about to pop something up for everybody watching at home. We got a digital code given to us by the amazing Superman because, again, we have amazing fans out there. So I'm going to give you guys a second to get ready, to get your greedy little mitts on your keyboard or your phone. Scanner's ready. So let's see. I'm going to let the Rad Pack pick. Should we give them, although I do have one that's 80s themed. Should we just lean on that?
80s.
Yep.
Let's do that. All right, guys. We're going to do the 80s giveaway right here, right now. Get your feet going because it's a maniac on the floor. There it is.
we're dancing like you never danced before.
Oh,
OMG. All right. And you got 5,
that was amazing.
4, 3, 2. Yeah, it's out of here. All right. Now you got to let us know in the chats who ended up getting this code. What is that? Hang on.
Where's the chain to pop the water down on myself?
Oh
Right?
god.
Ah,
Curse flash. Ken says, watch out, everyone. Huck's about to pop something. I'm good. I'm all right. So, yeah, thanks again, Cinema Man, for replying out. Let's see. Before we go any further, we have another video to share with you guys. Again, we have lots of fun collectors out there. Also, April is Autism Awareness Month, and our good friend Grant sent in his video So everyone, enjoy this video from Grant.
Hey guys, Movie Buff Grant over here. I just want to say thank you, Huck, for allowing me to show my collection off. As you guys can see, I have an entire stack of VHS tapes right behind me, most of them movies. But if I go to the back side, I also collect DreamWorks tapes as well. Plus, you guys can see a little bit of some books and a little bit of movie games that I plan on using in the future. Not only do I collect movies, but I also collect Nickelodeon stuff. And I'll show you the first corner. The first one is Blue's Clues. And I'll show you one of the tapes that used to be back in the day. Is where Nickelodeon and Nick Jr. tapes were always orange. And nowadays, they are black. Then I got Little Bear, Little Bill, Lazy Town, and Allegra's Window, for those of you that are classics. You can't have a complete collection without showing you guys Rugrats. I also collect other kids' VHS tapes besides Nickelodeon. Like, for example, You Don't Look 40, Charlie Brown, from A Special Gift from Travelodge. And down over here is adult shows that I usually grab. And this one I got recently. Sightings, a UFO report. And I got this from a lucky half-price bookseller. I also collect Vinylmation, but only villains. Now, for those of you that are wondering, they are little Mickey Mouse figures, but they are like park figurines you can only get at Walt Disney theme parks. Oh, and one more thing. I am posting this so that many people are aware that I have autism. Mainly, physical media collectors shine a spotlight of people that they love and adore. But I collect for what I love, and basically this is one of the examples of what I have right behind me. So basically, you guys take care and have a blessing day.
That was cool.
All right.
I don't think I've heard the name Allegra's Window in a long time.
I agree, me too. Yeah. That was rad though, like the Nickelodeon, the orange tapes, I remember all that.
I love those tapes. That's super cool.
Yeah.
So apparently we have Darvin saying I was poking fun at every Criterion related YouTuber out there, you know, with the moody stuff. Let's see what else we got here.
Apparently I bring a certain vibe though. I didn't I like the heavy movies.
We thought
Tim
you were
Cox
fun,
cheers.
Tim.
Fish is here. Okay, hold on. Let's
What
see.
up, Fish?
Yo,
I'm glad you liked Gladiator.
Yeah, the
That's-
amount of people during that, they're like, Gladiator is 2001 or 2000. Like, no, wrong Gladiator.
Wrong Gladiator. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know there was another Gladiator.
There's a boxing one with Cuba Gooding Jr. It's so good.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, apparently Bob thinks Deep Discount doesn't like Collectors Club. So, and then you know,
anti.
and then Kate says, "No, I don't think so." But you know that's okay because what we don't do is make each other get up for 6 hours to go check our collection to see if we have something in stock. I'm not gonna do that.
Poor
I'm not gonna
Tony.
do that. I love Tim and Mike. I even love Tony too much. I'm gonna bring Tony on.
You
Not right
should
now.
put Tony in the club.
Tony, you know, Tony, if you still want in, bro, just let me know. Let me know. And when you come on, you can stay in your chair the whole time. It's my promise to you.
And we'll be about 4 hours shorter, too.
Yes. All right, guys, ready to move on to the next topic? Here we go. Our next one is called the Hollywood Spotlight. where we each pick a celebrity, male or female, that we would like to spotlight. And since we're in the 80s kick, we've all decided to stay in that realm. So maybe before we get to our picks, guys in the Rad Pack, are there some actors from the 80s that you guys love a lot? Justin's nodding. Let's hear it, buddy. Who do you love? Who's your 80s
I got
jam?
one in mind. I mean, just after the excitement of everything at Panic Fest and somebody that a celebrity that I've been, I don't want to say obsessed with. That may sound a little creepy, but an actress that I'm very fond of is the one and only beautiful Barbara Crampton. I've always loved her movies, Reanimator, Castle Freak, all the stuff she did with Full Moon. But we saw this From Beyond, and she was there for the screening and did a Q&A. And meeting her in person, she was just such an amazingly gracious, kind person that was so happy to be there, so happy to be a part of the community, and still loves and appreciates the work that she did in the 80s. So I would recommend people, if you're not too familiar with Barbara Crampton, I would check out her stuff. In the 80s, it is a lot of these splatter, gore type stuff. But later in her career, she kind of broadened her career choices and her movie choices and made some really interesting films. Like Jacob's Wife is an interesting movie, although it is kind of gory. It's a vampire movie. It also is about like an adult coming of age story where, a woman is coming into her age in her 50s and 60s. And we also saw a movie with a Friday, I can't keep my days straight. For I think Saturday, We Are Still Here, which was like a ghost story drama movie that I hadn't seen, and her performance was really great. It was a genuinely creepy movie, and then she just did so much fun stuff in the 80s. I would recommend checking out her filmography. She's just such a kind soul, and she just loves the community. So that would be my recommendation, fresh off the top, I think. Yeah.
Nice.
What about you, G-Man?
About me? After Mike brought up New Kids, let's say James Spader.
Yeah.
Calm
down, Mel. Calm down.
I love him.
Huge. Yeah, I'm a huge Spader fan too. Like New Kids is such a great movie, and if you really like him in that, I always recommend another movie, Tough Turf, which is basically it's almost a similar character, except on Tough Turf he's like more of like the good guy, where on New Kids he's the villain. So I definitely recommend that one if you haven't seen it. And New Kids and Tough Turf I think would be a great kind of back-to-back type double feature if you want some Spader. And then you get other cool things that he was in. Like we even saw this week, we went to a video store and we saw Jack's Back, and I know Mel's a big fan of that one. That's another one to definitely check out as well. So I just think he's got a lot of underrated stuff that you can kind of peel some of the layers of what you'd normally see him in and see some of those more unknown titles.
Garrett, what's the one? He had one with Rob Lowe, right? Was that
Yeah, that was Bad Influence.
Bad Influence, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool one too.
It's also great in The Office.
I never saw him. I didn't get that far into The Office to see him.
Yeah.
Office is my home area. It wasn't filmed here, but the amount of references in that show are actually like legit. The real businesses and stuff. It's really cool.
Oh, what's the town? I forget off it. Scranton. Yeah. My favorite Spader role is it's like I guess it is. I think it is my favorite. Wolf is such an underrated movie in general, but also underrated Spader and Nicholson performance. They're both great in that movie. So yeah, he's cool.
How you doing, Mel? You hanging in there?
Yeah.
She's dreaming about James Spader now. We're at the host.
I'm like, I love him.
I know. I get it, Mel.
Man, he was a hottie with a body back in the day. Like, no joke. Don't look at him now, but back in the day.
So should we just go ahead and give your 80s Spader as well?
Well, I mean, those were both great choices. I'm going to go fairly obvious, but just because it was such a big part of my childhood, the Coreys, all of their like literally all of their 80s movies just shaped me as a person, and they're all so good. And I know Garrett's a big fan too, so we're just going to go with the Coreys, and then that's it. I got one right there.
You can't go wrong with the Coreys.
You can't.
What you got there? What you got? Listen, where's that? Oh yeah, there it is.
Right here. This is such a good movie. It needs a better release too.
Was that one like right after the Corey started doing their own thing?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, well, we're going to get into our 80s picks. I'll go ahead and start this one off. So because I'm just going to keep the ball rolling, I did say anything earlier. My pick is John Cusack. Now, when John Cusack came out, and this is a very hard Blu-ray to find, is The Sure Thing. So apparently, he had a fun little role. If you've ever seen 16 Candles, he was one of the smaller role guy running around. And from what I understand, Rob Reiner saw that performance and he's like, I want that kid for Sure Thing. And that was so good. I wish I had the DVD or the Blu-ray. It's hard to come by. But he did other great things. I have Better Off Dead. I want my $2, right? So good. He had a little bit part in Stand By Me. There was One Crazy Summer. It was also part of the Warner Archive sale. So still got that coming in. And then, we all know John, as he rolled into the 90s, he had a pretty good run of stuff too. Everybody loves him a little Con Air.
Yeah.
That's a great little film. And if you haven't seen Grifters, anybody see Grifters? That was super good. So yeah, I just love Cusack. He's been one of the dudes I've been watching since he came out. And as actors do, they eventually just sort of age themselves out of prominence. But for the run that he had from the 80s to the 90s, it was all pretty strong stuff. And so I guess if I have to say, one of my favorites would be Say Anything. So if you guys haven't seen that, check it out.
Nice.
That's my pick. John Cusack. He's got a great sister too, Joan Cusack. She's hilarious.
Oh, I love Joan.
Yep.
Right? Tim, who you got?
All right. So when I was thinking about this, I'm thinking specifically actor that, like, when I think of them, I think of that decade. So for 80s, Emilio Estevez, I feel like 80s is by far.
Aww.
I love Emilio. So, like, figured I pulled the soundtrack for St. Elmo's Fire, which is good. Outsiders is incredible. Maximum Overdrive is incredible.
I love that movie.
I don't care what anyone says. This movie is a freaking blast. I love Maximum Overdrive. It's I don't care if Stephen King hates his own movie. Breakfast Club. Also, I mean, it's freaking Breakfast Club. This is great. And Repo Men. This movie is wild as hell. I watched this for the first time only a couple of years ago. Oh my God. I don't know. Like, you need to process what the hell is happening in this movie. It's really good, but nuts. Absolutely nuts. But yeah, Emilio was freaking great. And that's just 80s stuff. And I don't even have Young Guns in the collection, which Young Guns is a good one too.
Yeah. Young Guns is awesome. 1 and 2.
And Tim, he's the brother of Charlie Sheen, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. 2 points for Mike.
Yay.
All right, Mike, you're up.
All right, so this one I had to think about. I'm like, what movies do I have of a famous 80s actor? And I looked through all my titles. I'm like, okay, I got it. Phoebe Cates, yay. So, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. She's showing everybody how to work a carrot, of course. The pool scene, she's very memorable in that. You don't have to say much more than that, but awesome movie. Best Criterion, of course. And then Private School, if you want to see some of that booty action from her. Enjoy
Booties.
that raunchy comedy. Oh, yeah, you get a lot of booties.
Tim, do you love booties too?
You get a lot at the end. I mean, you get a ton of booties. Mm-hmm. All right.
The
and then, of
going
course,
crazy, Mike.
a more family movie. You do get the Gremlins, so she's awesome in this one. And then
her downer speech in that about her father. Really
yeah, she is a serious one in the movie. Does get a little deep and dark with that one. Mm-hmm.
But you can handle that, Tim.
Yeah. And then we got
loves that.
Bright Lights, Big City. So she has a small part in here, but this is a Michael J. Fox movie. But she, breaks his heart, and he's all thinking about her all the time. So that was a little sad as well. And then Drop Dead Fred. She's amazing in this movie. Oh, really good. Yes. And then kind of after that, she just retired, became a mom, taking care of the kids. But for that decade right there, she was doing amazing work. I hope if there's a Gremlins 3 out there in the future, she comes back.
No, Phoebe Cates is one of my favorite actresses. Yeah, that sounds a good pick.
Do you have a favorite Phoebe Cates movie?
it's definitely going to be Fast Times, no question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
So
Private School is really good. I was just telling him, he said he hasn't seen it. It's a cool movie from back then that doesn't get talked about enough.
Oh, it's really good.
What's
It's
the other
very
girl
funny.
in it from Saw? Who else was in that? The girl from Saw.
Let me see.
She's the other main actress in it. She's the one on the horse when they're doing polo or whatever.
Oh, is that Betsy Russell?
Betsy
Betsy
Russell?
Palmer.
Or
No, Betsy Russell. Betsy
right?
Russell. Yeah. Betsy Russell.
Yeah.
It's weird that I knew that.
Yeah, that's a really cool movie.
You just like it because Betsy Russell was full on naked on a horse.
She was, yes.
Right, Mel? Right?
Word.
All right. That's our next watch along. Let's do it. Mel, you're leading the pack.
I'm in.
You're still game. All right.
I'm sure I've seen
All right,
one.
let's see. Well, yeah, according to the last stream, I saw you with your booties and on Bob's thing. Yes.
Super boobies.
Huck, thank you so much for staying to the end of that and making me feel better about you being there. Just saying.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I felt like my presence was needed, so there you go.
It was really.
So gang, coming up, we like to talk about things that we're excited about that's coming out in the upcoming month. But before we do that, I want to share with you another one of our amazing supporters. Here we go. The next collector showcased and getting his collector card tonight. Everyone that made a video gets a collector card and joins the Rad Pack and the Collectors Club. Here we go.
Hey Mike, hey Tim, hey Huck, thanks for letting me be a part of this tonight. I hope you guys have a great stream, and here's everything. Let's do this. Huck, you asked me to show what I collect. Right over here, some movies. So right over here's my Three Stooges stuff, as you guys can see. Three Stooges VHSs. Some DVDs of Blu-ray. A video game. And this one right here is actually a film reel, which is kind of cool. And then I have like books, calendars, Yahtzee over there. 3 sets of Mr. Potato Heads and their movies right over here. Plus a big box of Nyucks. Right there is my Three Stooges stuff. That's one of the things I first started collecting for when I was just a youngster. Not only that, but there's something else I also started collecting for. I'm taking one out of the box right now. It's actually in a plastic bag. Right over here is my M&M collection. Let me flip around the camera and show it to you guys a little bit better. Right here's my M&M collection. And this one right here, this guy right here, is the one that started it all. This is my first dispenser I ever got. That's why it's front and center, very prominent. And you flip it like this, the feet come out and the M&Ms fall right down there. It's kind of cool. It started with that. Now I got like an M&M shrine over here. I got Happy Holidays, some nutcrackers, a little dancing guy, a cookie jar. This one that I got from Jerry. This one here. This one I got from my wife, this little car. It's actually pretty cool. Ford Ecoline right there. Bowl with pins in it from M&M World in Vegas. Picture right back there is a puzzle. Yeah, right back there. Let's see if I can show you guys a puzzle. Right there. Yeah, that's going to be a doozy to put together. Another... Too much M&M stuff. Another M&M racing one there. All these little guys right over here, up there, up here. A lot more dispensers up there and everything. Hey Tim, hey Mike, hey Huck. I hope you guys have a great rest of your stream. And thanks for letting me be a part of it.
I really want
Very
M&Ms right now.
I still get
And
some
the
M&Ms now.
Mr. Potato Heads too. It's like, let's have some potatoes, some M&Ms.
I just love that he was into like Three Stooges because I watched Three Stooges a lot growing up. You know, like it didn't matter that it was black and white. It was funny. You know, I think it's more guy humor. Mel, did you ever, I mean, you're a little younger too, but have you ever seen Three Stooges and did it make you laugh? I'm going to guess no.
Well, I've seen it. I used to stay at my grandma's house for a couple weeks during the summer a lot when I was a kid. And so I saw all the good oldies, I guess, if you would call them. I don't know that I found it particularly funny, but I've seen it.
Yeah. I feel like it's a very guy humor kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then it's so
maybe.
funny too. With his love for M&Ms, I was out at the swap meet. I literally found a Christmas M&M that sings, and I picked it up for him. Because that's what we do. Man. Yeah, I just thought, oh, he's gonna love this. I had to make sure he didn't have it first. He's like, oh yeah, get that.
Now
So, yeah.
I'm really hungry.
Yeah. What's your favorite M&M? Regular peanut, kind of peanut. in it?
Peanut butter.
The peanut butter. So basically,
Yes. Peanut butter. Yeah.
Of Reese's.
so Reese's Pieces, basically.
They're different, okay? They're
It's a thicker
different.
one.
They are
You
different.
get more peanut butter.
Yeah, they
in the
are.
M&M, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Anyways, just a standard M&M, just a good old classic.
I like the standard M&Ms, but like the mini ones.
Ooh,
You
yeah,
put like a ton of them in your mouth and the shell melts almost immediately.
you pay like $1 for that tube, and I could open up the tube and just shove the whole thing into my mouth at once.
Oh yeah. That's the
Yeah,
fun
you're an animal.
part.
The M&M shot.
Yeah.
So that's what we do at Club Rad. We take shots of M&Ms. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
If
we
you
go
ever
all
go
night.
to Las Vegas, go to the M&M store there. It's amazing.
Oh,
they
I've
have
been there.
every
It is
flavor of
amazing.
M&Ms. Like you can get jalapeno M&Ms. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a great store.
Mm.
All right. Well, now as we get to what we're looking forward to in the next one, now Garrett, I thought of you, and now Justin. Now I know. Here you go. Coming up next month. Look, we got the horror workout with Linnea Quigley.
I can't wait to pick that up.
Who's
Yeah, I
not
can't wait.
picking that
I
up?
need to pre-order them.
Come on, who's not picking that up?
I'm definitely getting that. It's already pre-ordered.
I got to jump on that.
I'll
I
probably
bet.
get it.
I'm such a mark for Linnea Quigley. I love her.
She's great.
She's great.
So I'm not going to just say them all out loud. I'm just going to scroll and everyone just shout out like something from this list they might pick up, like
Deep Impact. It's the better Armageddon.
We're all leaned up against the phone. We're on a phone right now, so
Oh yeah. Maybe I
we're
need-
trying to
I do
peek at it.
Maybe I do need to say them. Frankenstein 80, 80 versus Brady, 84.
No,
Brady.
definitely not 80 versus 30. No.
I got a couple of Steelbook Star Wars, all three Star Wars, and they got.
Is this for May?
Yeah, this is coming out in May.
I'm definitely looking forward to. I haven't seen it on the list, but that Superman comes out in May, right? The big box
Yes.
set.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, I
here you go.
pre-ordered that.
I just
Coming up
got
right
charged
here.
for that.
you
Mine
go.
might be coming soon.
Yeah, here you go.
Right now,
On
I'm
May-
excited for that.
Yep, on May 9th, they got the 4K and the Steelbook. Tim, which one did you get, the Steelbook or the 4K?
Oh, come on. I'm Steelbook all the way.
Why some people were kind of bummed about the Steelbooks? Like, I liked them. I think
I
they're-
thought they were
love the-
fantastic.
Yeah, I love that the bonus feature one is the cover of the original comic. That is amazing. I
I
love
was
that.
shocked though that they sold out so quickly. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wait a couple months. It's gonna get discounted like $20, and nope,
Whoops.
sold out.
Let's see. Yeah, I got my order in as well, so hopefully, Knock at the Cabin, that's coming out. Travolta with the experts. Yeah, I don't know. All right. What else? Yellowstone. Anybody Yellowstone fans? Anybody watching?
I need to
Yellowstone?
watch that. I
good
hear
show.
that's so good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Let's see. All Quiet on the Western Front. The Blu-ray is coming out. There's No Tomorrow. That looks like a Tim movie from 1939. Oh, like seriously, Tim, is that a you movie? Who is that?
I don't know anything about it, but there's a good chance. It's a Kino
There
Lorber and it's 39.
It is. I have no clue who that is. Edwidge Ferrer and
I don't know. I'd have to read more on it.
wow, that is not remotely an old star that I thought we'd know. There's Absolute Beginners with David Bowie. I like the song Absolute Beginners. I did not care for the movie though. WrestleMania for all you WrestleMania fans. More NCIS. Oh, there's the Superman, the Fleischer cartoons on Blu-ray. I'm interested in that. I'm a big Superman fan, so I'll probably pick that up.
The Italian Job. That's a great remake.
Yeah.
That movie's fun. Yes.
And look, we got
Quantumania.
Quantumania. There it is,
Yes.
Mike.
$40 steelbook pre-ordered. Yay.
Pre-ordered. Wow. Longest Yard, Burt Reynolds. They got this is great. So as a Star Trek fan, I've yet to pull the trigger on buying the Strange New Worlds on Blu-ray, and now I'm glad because now it's on 4K. I had no clue that was coming out on 4K. So I'm gonna score by waiting. Who saw Operation Fortune?
That movie is very good. I highly recommend it. If you're a Guy Ritchie fan, you're gonna love the movie. It's like literally one of the best like spy thrillers I've ever seen. It's super good. Aubrey Plaza's amazing.
That's high praise.
Yeah. Shooters coming out. Miami Vice with Jamie Foxx, Colin Farrell. For all you Banshees of Ed Sheeran out there. Yeah, it's okay.
Banshees of Ed Sheeran.
Nobody got that. All right. There we go. So there's all your movies. Oh, there's the 19th. Let's see what else we got. Oh, here you go. Shazam, Mike.
Yes. I got that pre-ordered too. Yes.
On May 23rd, we got Shazam, Creed 3, Running Man without
I got
the
Creed 3 as well pre-ordered.
Steelbook.
That Crank Steelbook is awesome looking.
Yeah, and look at the Shazam. I guess the Steelbook is the one with the dragon, and then the slip has the main characters. I kind of like the slip more.
You know, I really like the first one. I didn't get a chance to see the second one. Did you guys like it? I'm assuming
it's
you
amazing.
did.
It is the best movie of this year so far by far.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we loved it. It's so good.
Solid.
Yeah, I don't.
In theaters.
Yeah. Yeah, Crank's coming out. Creed 3. Let's see what else. Let's see if you guys are anything. More Shazam, more Creed. Wow, all the Creeds. You get a collection set of Shazam and Creed. And wrapping it up the last week.
We're gonna release of the month, Night of the Hunter 4K. That's my one if I get to pick one.
Night of the Hunter, yeah.
A lot of Under the Stairs.
Yeah.
You gonna get that?
People Under the Stairs and Cliffhanger. I'm gonna get those. And Thelma and Louise 4K.
Yeah. So of course now wait for the sale. I love that it comes out just in time before the sale. So hopefully it's not somehow
I'm gonna snag that one and Triangle of Sadness during the sale, I think.
Triangle of Sadness ruled, man. Such a good movie.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting for that
I've
Criterion.
heard such divisive things about it. Some people love it. Some people absolutely hate it.
I liked Acts 2 and 3. I didn't care for Act 1. Once they got to the actual boat, I didn't care for Act 1 though. I wasn't.
There's quite a bit of setup. It takes a while to get going.
Yeah, I don't mind setup. I just wasn't invested in what was going on in Act 1.
And look, Tim.
Yep.
I already pre-ordered that.
Me too.
So anybody else grabbing that Steelbook?
Yeah, me too. I've never seen the movie, so I'm gonna get it.
You never saw Maximum Overdrive?
No.
Oh my god, it's so much fun.
It is fun.
Oh man. Just that freaking Stephen King makes a cameo to start the movie with the freaking ATM saying "fuck you, fuck you." It's just...
Well, I mean, I was sold when I saw the Green Goblin mask. I'm like, that's super cool looking.
Yeah, they just some company just announced that they're putting out a model or a figure of that truck. It's cool.
Oh.
It's on pre-order right now. I don't know who it is though. I just scrolled through it on Instagram, I think.
I'm gonna be Googling that after this then because I need that.
And they never point out the fact that it looks like Green Goblin in the movie, right? They just
I don't think so. They do.
I got the license to the face. It's such an odd face to pick, you know?
It is,
because it's so specific. If you're a comic book lover, you know what that face is, but then there's no connection to the face.
Right.
I love how absurd that movie is. Like the freaking baseball coach getting the Coca-Cola and the soda machine going crazy on him.
Yeah.
The movie is wild.
So I'm just doing a quick scan. Well, we got lots of people in our chats tonight. Thank you everyone for being here tonight. You've loaded us down. Let's see how we're doing tonight. Yeah, we got 51 watching now. Nice, 39 likes. Up those thumbs up for my chums in the house tonight. All right, so that's what you guys are. What's the one you're most looking forward to, Mike? Is it Shazam, Fury of the Gods?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Shazam, Quantumania, Creed 3. Yep.
And Tim, is yours the
Night of the Hunter?
Night of the Hunter.
Yeah.
And what about you, Funky Cats at the bottom?
Superman set is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. Yeah.
Mel's
I pre-ordered that one too. That's cool. I already have like a lot of those are re-releases. There's a lot of re-releases in there. I'd like to pick up Yeah, I pre-ordered the Superman, so that one's probably cool. I haven't seen a lot of those movies actually, so I'm highly anticipating.
And Mel, before you fade on us,
Probably People Under the Stairs and Cliffhanger. I'm excited
Yeah.
about those ones.
now tell us about People Under the Stairs. I've never seen that one. Is that like?
Oh, Huck.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa,
That's
there-
another one of those cheesy fun ones that you need to check
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
You don't need to know anything. Just watch it. It's absurd. It's fun.
It's fun.
Mike, have you seen that one?
Oh no, I'll get it though. I mean, Scream Factory is like the best price boutique label release date, so yeah, they're usually about what, $27.
Probably something like that. All right, now before I think we're wrapping it up, y'all. So we have one more guest tonight that I want to share with everybody. Everybody knows him, loves him. He had sort of the running record of the longest streams until Middle Evolution came along and just felt like destroying it. But here he is. You know him, you love him. Here he is.
Hey everybody, this is Pops over at Pops Movie Dungeon. Huck asked me to get on here and talk about why I love collecting. I have so many reasons why I love collecting, why I love physical media, why I love movies. It started off way back when I was a kid. Me and my dad would always watch stuff like this here, and that's why I have this set. This is my favorite thing in my collection. Me and my dad, I lost my dad in 2014. Clint Eastwood was something we'd always watch together. I could throw one of these movies in. It makes me feel closer to him. It's one of my favorite things. And then you got not only Clint Eastwood, we'd always watch Charles Bronson. You got Vinegar Syndrome putting out Death Wish 2. Kino Lorber putting out some great titles. Chuck Norris was another one. And so to be able to get all these movies in the best format they've ever been released in, this great packaging, is some of my favorite stuff ever. And not only that, there's movies that I never heard of before. Whenever I got into boutique labels, stuff like this here, Thriller. Never heard of this before, never seen it. It's one of my favorites now. You know, the best packaging it's ever been in. So people call us package collectors. I don't want to get into that. I love movies. I bought movies 2 or 3 times in my life of the same movie because I love the movie. This is the golden era of collecting. I love that we're getting these movies in the best packaging ever. Call me a package collector. I really don't care. I love movies. And not only that, my kids, there's movies introduced these movies to my kids that I grew up on, like Halloween. You got Cujo, one of my childhood favorites. Now my kids love this movie. And movies that me and my kids discovered together, like The Conjuring. You know, me and my oldest son watched this together for the first time. So just to give you a few ideas of things in my collection, this is something like I said earlier, I'm super proud of, my Clint Eastwood box set. And of course, I'm a big fan of Clint Eastwood, so there is the Sideshow collectible of Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry. I do have an unboxing video of that if you guys want to check that out. And of course, my favorite thing ever is Rocky Balboa. I got that when I did the Rocky tour up in Philadelphia with my wife a few years back. Of course, you got First Blood, another Sideshow collectible that I have in my collection. I also have an unboxing video of that as well. I got this from Zavi. It's a really nice 4K edition of the Rambo First Blood. Move up here, I'm a big Jaws fan. Of course, I got my Freddy fingers right there. I got this 3D Jaws poster. Gotta have Quint. One of the only NECAs I have. I have a few other Jaws figures, that's about it. Really nice Jaws edition. Right next to my Water White, next to the Breaking Bad barrel set. Down here, I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. This is another one of my favorite pieces. I have a Michael J. Fox signed Funko Pop. Love that piece there. You got Doc Brown, the Sports Almanac, the DeLorean. So very happy with my Back to the Future shelf. Of course, I love this here. It's signed by Nev Campbell. So very happy with that. I had to display that out front like that. Buddy of mine, Dirt, whatever, did give me a Scream popcorn bucket. So that's about it. That's pretty much my collection in a nutshell. But I hope that helps to give y'all a little bit of insight of why I love collecting so much, why I love movies. I'll talk to you guys soon. Everybody take care.
Yeah.
This thing is amazing that he showed. It's so cool.
Hang on, Tim. Hang on. Let's see.
Yeah, I actually bought this after he showed this off. It's so freaking awesome. I would like more of these kind of things. But yeah, I wish it lit up though. That's my only complaint is if it has.
Oh yeah, it should.
Otherwise, it's awesome.
That's cool. So what do you think? So comments about some of the 4 people we had tonight, each one with some unique collectibles. Yeah. That's what's fun to see. I love Pop's connection. Love that story about his dad. That was nice to hear. Love the Clint stuff. We all love the box and the. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, all the
Okay.
Back to the Future stuff too. I mean, the
Oh, yeah.
almanac and the autograph, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, that signed
autograph
Funko
Fox.
was
Like, how do
cool.
you get that? That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love to see all of that stuff. Like, even people want to send videos. You don't even need to have a connection at all to movies. Like, Sue showed Coach bags and Converse shoes. Like, I want to see all the different types of stuff you collect. Whatever you're passionate about and you collect, we want to see that. We want to see what you're passionate about. Like, you could
And the
collect,
M&Ms.
yeah, it could be Lego sets. It could be whatever you want it to be. Like, just we want to see more of that.
That's a real cool concept. I like it.
Mhm.
It does give you a different feel for like different things. Like even just seeing the M&M collection and passionate about the Three Stooges and stuff like that. And I just think it's really cool to see other things besides just a Blu-ray or something like that. So
Yeah,
I like the concept. Yeah.
I like the nostalgia of collecting the kids tapes too. To be honest with you, like all those
That was
Nickelodeon tapes, those are really nostalgic, especially the orange ones, because I used to love like Doug and Rocco's Modern Life. You can't do that on television. That's such a huge memory of my childhood. So that was cool to see those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is everyone's favorite childhood show? If you had a little collection of those, because that's what I loved about him having those tapes is like,
Mine is Are You Afraid of the Dark? It's probably my favorite childhood show.
Mine's easily Saved by the Bell. I remember Scream Factory or Shout Factory put out all the seasons and the college years and those silly Saved by the Bell movies, like the marriage in Hawaii and stuff. I picked up the individual. Yeah, I picked up the individual seasons, but they put out the whole Saved by the Bell set in a single set, which I didn't grab. I need to grab that. I don't know if any of you guys have that set, but it's really, really cool.
Tim, did you get up and go get that set?
No, the kid thing. I freaking loved Power Rangers.
Hell yeah!
Different Power Rangers things. I actually got 5 of these, but I couldn't bring 5 of them over. But yeah, I love Power Rangers, man. That was a big part of my childhood. I would be excited to come home from school and watch Power Rangers. So yeah,
What company did that?
Who is this? I put PCS. So PCS makes like bigger. That Cthulhu back there is PCS, but that's like a $600 statue. These are like $40, and I bought them at GameStop.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, those are rad.
Mike, how about you?
Pokemon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pokemon. Yeah.
Pokemon stuff. So, yeah, Gengar's my favorite, so I have a lot of Gengar stuff. So yeah, Pokemon, everything Pokemon.
Yeah, it's cool.
Gotta catch them all.
I catch them all. And I was a big Scooby-Doo fan, so I got this little guy right there.
I love that.
It's such a great little house, man. It reminds me of the Hitchcock house that's out too. So I don't have Hitch, but I got Scooby. God darn it.
No, it's not.
All right, last thing up, guys, is we're gonna look at the movies that are coming out for next month, and I want you guys to holler about which ones you are most likely to go see. So here we go. Bam! It's
Mike will be all of them.
I'm gonna stack it again.
I
Yeah.
don't see all of them. Okay.
Hold on. Here we
Most
go.
of them.
Everybody
I'm
got-
probably gonna see Guardians of the Galaxy.
So there's Guardians coming out on the 5th.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I think that's the one to see.
Now we can't see these very well. Shout out some highlights.
All right, so on May 5th, Guardians. Guardians, yeah, so you'd have to squint at your phone.
Yeah,
Guardians,
we're struggling over here.
that's all right, guys. I got you covered. May 12th, the following week, we have not a whole lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see a whole lot.
I'm
when I was
looking. Okay, we have. We're gonna get a re-release of Grease, y'all, on the 14th. I'm so down with that.
I've never seen Grease.
Oh, dude,
What?
I know. I've never seen it.
You've got it's a Fathom event. It's on May 14th. Wow, that would be
That'd be a
amazing.
cool one to see. That'd be a good way to see it for the first time, see it in theaters.
And you know what's great too, Justin, is there's so many fans of it now. Like I know when I saw it originally and I saw it on a re-release, and when I saw it on the re-release, because everyone is so in love with the music and they know the songs, everyone was singing in the theater and no one cared because everyone just wanted to sing along with this movie. So you might get a little bit of that if the crowd is
I
fast.
see that.
Oh, so excited. Okay. Fast X comes out on May 19th. Who's going?
I'll be
Mike's
seeing
going.
that for sure. Yeah. We might be in space now, but we'll see
Oh,
what
well,
happens.
We already had Homeboys in outer space. So, I mean, I think we got to go underwater now. Like, you know.
Atlantis, yes.
Oh,
Avatar.
I can actually see them going underwater. Can't you?
Right? Oh, yeah.
Submarine cars.
If
They'll have,
Triple
like,
X can do it, then the Fast and the Furious can
Oh,
do it.
yes. We need a multiverse movie with Fast and Triple X.
Oh
Yes.
God.
That would
There we
actually
go.
be kind of fun.
they're going to have like that James Bond car that went underwater, right?
Mhm.
Be one of those. Now, fellas, I know you're excited for The Cow Who Sang a Song into the Future. So put that on your
What is
list.
that?
It's actually Kino Lorber is the distributor.
Hmm.
Yep. Well, they'll have to put that on a Blu-ray. We
Oh,
got
the
the
Little
Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid, the live action with Halle Berry, and Melissa McCarthy, Javier Bardem, and Jonah Howard King, coming out May 26th. So that almost last week is.
Oh,
pretty good.
The Machine. The Machine's a really interesting premise for a movie.
Yeah. Mark
yeah,
Hamill.
I saw the trailer for it. It looks like it's gonna be funny. It's like based on like a story, a legend kind of thing. So
Yeah,
Is
it's
it-
action comedy.
yeah,
Yeah.
action comedy. Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
based
gonna be
on
really
some
silly.
Bert Kreischer. That he kind of got famous. It's a stand-up comedian telling that story of a time he was in Russia or something, and some crazy shit happened, and they made a movie out of it. He's a funny stand-up.
Huh. And Mark Hamill's got first name on the marquee. It's pretty.
He
amazing.
plays his father in the movie. Mark Hamill does.
And that's it. That's it. On May 31st, we have some weird bug thing that says Shin Kamen Rider.
I will go to theaters for 0 of those. There's a couple that I'll see on 4K and Blu-ray, but I will go to theater for none.
Really? Not even Guardians?
I'm not invested in MCU anymore. I really don't care.
Oh, don't want to see how it all wraps up.
Not really.
Not
I want to
really.
see. I think it's gonna be sad.
I know. I think they're doing a great smoke and mirrors, though. I mean, I swear, like everyone is so convinced it's Rocket that we lose.
Right?
I feel like there's so much leaning on that it can't. Like, it'll be sad if it does happen, but an absolute surprise when it's not him.
Mhm.
So at Marvel, they do that sort of
It
like.
could be more than one too. Just
So
saying.
there's a shot at the end of the trailer that was it. Nebula is carrying Star-Lord.
Mhm.
That shot, so Star-Lord looks dead, and then
See,
there's-
I thought it was gonna be him, so then I was like, I'm not gonna watch this movie.
yeah.
But then I also heard, Rocket and then Drax and like all. I don't know. It could be anybody. It could be everybody. We don't know.
I feel
It's
like it
gonna
won't
be
be
sad.
Gamora because she died once already, so
Yeah.
like- it's too stupid to kill her twice. So I think she's the only one completely off the list,
She'll be the only one left.
right?
Wouldn't that be something?
I would. It's kind of a bummer if Drax goes, only because I love the Christmas special so much with Nebula.
Yeah.
Mantis.
Well, and
Drax.
he has that just like weird humor thing going,
I feel
Yeah.
so out of the loop here. I'm so behind on MCU. I
It's
go
okay, Tim. All you have to do
Yeah.
is tune into my pregame show for it, and we'll catch you up. All right.
Mike, I'm like 8 movies behind on MCU.
We'll get you caught up. Don't worry about it.
I haven't seen anything since like Avengers 2, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
I'm
But
just
Tim,
invested in certain ones, and Guardian of the Galaxy is one of the ones that I was invested in.
You know what's great about being behind on MCU stuff, Tim, is you can actually stream them on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that means I have to care though. I don't.
I'm right there with
I'm in
you.
the same boat. I'm not going to see anything that we just talked about.
I've seen Iron Man, the first one, and I've seen the first Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the only superhero movies I ever bothered to watch.
You chose some good ones though. Those are
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely-
I enjoyed those, but
I like the first Guardians a lot. I actually saw it in the theater, I think, like 2 or 3 times, which is something I never do. But I didn't
fun.
really care for the second one, and I just totally lost interest at this point. But
Hmm.
first one I still think is fantastic.
Yeah, first one's great. I love the soundtracks too. Speaking of soundtracks earlier, Tim.
Yeah.
Those are two of the best soundtracks. Like I bought both of them and play them constantly in my car.
They have great needle drops in the. I remember the first one having a lot, like his little cassette tape that had all the tracks on it and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, I did see they released the sound. Well, Gunn released a playlist soundtrack for the third one, but I looked on it and it's like 40 songs, and there's not 40 songs in the movie. So I don't know if you're just supposed to guess which ones make the movie. I guess I don't know.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, we are wrapping up. Look at that. See, when you have a plan, you can get it done in under 2 hours. That's how we it was a great time. Kept moving. You guys were fantastic guests. Let's give our guests a round of applause. Welcome to the Collectors Club. It was an absolute delight having you guys here. Wow, and look at you, Garrett and Justin, in the same house. Mel,
it's crazy. I wish Mel, you could have been here to be in person for this, but this was a lot of fun, man. Thank you so much for having us, dude. We really appreciate it. It was a blast, dude.
Yeah, this was awesome to have you guys here, really.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You guys got a really cool thing going on. It's different, man. You guys are doing something different. I love seeing that.
I appreciate that.
Definitely.
And Mel, we love seeing you with them earlier. So in our mind, you're literally sitting right next to Justin. You're sitting right next to him. There's just a wall, a brick wall.
She's here in spirit. She's still here in spirit.
We're gonna go live I'm gonna live that Justin life for the rest of the night.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna do movies and think he's getting pizza and stuff. It's gonna be
pizza party. He's gonna get some pizza party.
Pizza.
Got people digging tonight. Thanks everybody.
Our next honorary member there with Tony.
Yeah.
Tony, you ready? Are you ready to be inducted? Get your hot, fresh card, print it up, laminate it, hang it around your neck.
He'll wear it proud, I guarantee.
So now, before we head out, guys, because we are so happy that you are here, we love your channels, by the way. I'll put your links. I couldn't put it in beforehand. Didn't want to.
Oh my God, I'm still the red.
You are the Rad Pack, Mel. Let's be honest, man.
I had that up for our streamer.
We're just the extras. We're the secondary.
I didn't know that. Am I still logged in under Rad Pack?
Oh, maybe you are. That's why.
I must be.
Oh, that's right.
It's all good.
She's stealing my stuff a bit now.
I'm so sorry. I'll log out after this.
No, that's fine. You can do it. You can use it for your stuff.
Now, before we send you guys out, we do want you to tell everybody about your channels, especially the great stuff you did this weekend. But before you go, let's get everybody getting all fevered up again with this awesome club.
One last sunglasses. Me as well.
There we go. I love
it. I was too busy. I was dancing off to the side. Right the last second, I saw everybody putting on sunglasses. But yeah, all right. So Mel, let's start with you, my dear. Ladies first. Tell us what you're all about.
I am Mel from My Killer Podcast and from the Rad Pack. That's it. Do you want me to say anything?
It is not that complicated. Elvis, you can just say ditto.
Hey guys,
for God's sake.
You threw it up on us. I wasn't ready. So yeah, you can catch me on Movie Watch Daily and the Dead Couch, and of course the Rad Pack. Myself, and I'm sure all of us will be doing some kind of Panic Fest wrap up, follow up content. I know I want to review a couple of the individual movies and do a couple of just general like Panic Fest experience things. And I'm going to be doing This Panic Fest is running all the way through next weekend, so I'm sure I'll find all kinds of things to fill up the content with. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Yeah, and I'm Garrett over at Born to Be Rad and part of the Rad Pack as well. And all things nostalgia, physical media, collecting over on my channel there. This week, like he said, we'll probably do some recaps and reviews on some movies that we did catch a little bit more in depth on the channel. And I've got a cool stream this week where we talk all things, the history of physical media with the Evil Dead franchise kind of hyping up to Evil Dead Rise. So we're going to kind of go through everything from VHS all the way to DVD. Man, Evil Dead franchise, Army of Darkness. There was so many releases of those damn movies. So we're gonna try to dig deep and pull up all the different ones that we still have in our collection and that maybe we hadn't sold or maybe we just never ended up purchasing. So I'll be doing that with Dead Pit over on my channel this week.
What date? What's the date for that one again?
I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday night.
Oh, I'm on a stream.
Pretty sure.
Either way, if it's still going even after the stream, I will be in because
we usually start, I think, around probably 10 anyways. So
yeah, Evil Dead is my jam, so I'll at least be there in some capacity because
awesome, man.
Hell yes, Evil Dead.
All right, fellas. Mike, you want to tell us what's coming up?
Yeah. So, you know me, dropping videos on the daily. Had an Amazon deal video today. Going to have some physical media news topics. Got an awesome live stream on Thursday. Ranking movies based on video games, board games, card games, any kind of games, you name it. That's going to be the live stream. We'll then have a live stream the following week on Kino Lorber post-game sale. And then we were talking some Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'll definitely have some pre-game and post-game coverage on that. So keep tuned to the channel, Mega Mike, the Movie Man.
All right. And, it's your favorite part, Tim. Kill it.
Yeah, it is not my favorite part.
Do
I
it,
have
Tim.
I have stuff coming up. My channel will have videos, and I will be on other channels, and stuff happens. Yeah.
Stuff. Be on the lookout for Tim's
Yay,
stuff.
what?
Yay stuff.
Yay stuff.
I know. We went from like yay movies, yay books. Now we're just yay stuff.
All kinds
Cover
of
it all.
yays.
And I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just, I got a morning mug coming up. That's all I got. I put a video out, did a swap meet today, whatever. You know how it is. I am planning some more trivia coming up. Everyone's been asking about where that is. So I think I've got it figured out, y'all. I just need to sort of build the trivia and then book people for it. Because the hardest part is always getting people, and then I start. And so it takes a while. So I figured if I bank a few, build them, then cast them. So that's what we're going to work on. So that's what's coming. All right, that's it for tonight, y'all. Let's round of applause again for the Rad Pack, which of course is apparently Mel and the guys.
Shit. Sorry.
And like a shout out to Mid-Levolution. We love you guys. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Tony, hope you're sitting in your chair relaxing. And that is going to do it for episode 2 of the Collectors Club. Thank you again to the Rad Pack for coming out and being a part of our show tonight. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, guys.
Everybody, again, if you want to send in a video, you want to be a part of the Collectors Club, show us what you collect, make a short little video, 2 to 3 minutes. If we put it on, you are then inducted into the Collectors Club. All right. And if you had any recommendations tonight and you want to watch those with us, when we come back in episode 3, we're going to talk about those recommendations with each other. He's got that one. I don't know where mine is. Yeah. You saw him. Just go back and watch it. Mine is Say Anything. So that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you, everybody. Everybody in the chats, all of our great people that get us sent us super chats. Thank you for those. Without you, we wouldn't be here. And thank you to Cinema Man for that flash dance code. You guys are amazing. So until next time, see you guys later. Later, guys.